Question number 11. Simplify. So this question is about zero and negative exponents. We are going to simplify the given expression. Here's the question. Simplify x raised to negative 7, y raised to 0, z all over x, y, z raised to negative 5. Look at the given question. We have a negative exponent here for x, then y raised to 0, then z raised to negative 5. Take note, if the exponent is negative in the numerator, to change it to positive, just bring it in the denominator. If it is in the denominator, just bring it in the numerator. If the exponent is 0, the answer is equals to 1. Any number or variables raised to a 0 power is equals to 1. X raised to negative 7. So to make it positive, we have now x raised to 7 in the denominator. Then y raised to 0 will become 1. Then since the exponent of z is 1, invisible 1, it will retain in the numerator. Then here x positive, so it's still in the denominator, times x. Then also y in the denominator because the exponent is positive 1, invisible 1. Then 0 is a negative 5, so just bring it in the numerator. So it will become a positive 5. Then the final answer is z times z to the power of 5 is equals to z to the power of 6 over. So where did we get 6? So there's an invisible 1 here. 1 plus 5 equals 6. So the numerator now z to the power of 6 over x raised to 7 times x is equals to x raised to 8, then y. So this is now the final answer. Question number 12. Another question about zero and negative exponent. We are going to simplify the given expression. Here's the question. Simplify quantity x raised to 0 times y raised to negative 3 close parenthesis raised to negative 1. So here's the question. So the exponent is 0, then times y raised to negative 3 raised to the power of negative 1. To find the answer, we can distribute the negative 1 exponent here to the term inside the parenthesis. 0 times negative 3 equals 0 times negative 1 times negative 3 equals positive 4. Then x raised to 0 equals 1 times y raised to 4. So the final answer now 1 times y raised to 4 is equals to y raised to 4. So this is now the final answer. So if there's a parenthesis then raised to negative exponent or positive exponent, all you have to do is distribute first the exponent inside the parentheses, then simplify. So this is the result. Question number 13. A rectangular field has a length that is 6 meters longer than twice its width. If the area of the field must be at least 20 square meters, what possible width could the field have? So first, we are going to write the expression of the width and the length. We are going to assign for the width is equals to x. Then for the length, we have 6 meters longer than twice its width. 2x plus 6. So that is the mathematical expression. And then the area must be at least 20. So greater than or equals 20. So the formula now will be length times width greater than or equals to 20. because of the word must be at least. And then we will substitute 2x plus 6 times x greater than or equals to 20. Then simplify this distributive property. We have now 2x squared plus 6x greater than or equals to 20. Then we can simplify its expression because all the terms divisible by 2. So divide by 2, 2 divided by 2 equals 1 times x squared equals x squared. 6 divided by 2 equals 3 times x equals 3x. We will factor this x squared plus 3x minus 10 greater than or equals to 0. We have x plus 5 and then x minus 2 greater than or equals to 0. 5 times 2 equals 10. Then here is positive 5 because the middle term here is 3x, positive 3x. And then we have now x plus 5 greater than or equals to 0. Another one, x minus 2 greater than or equals to 0. And then x greater than or equals to negative 5. And then x is greater than or equals to positive 2. So we will use 2 here, the positive, then substitute it here. So therefore the dimensions will be the width is equals to x equals to 2 meters, and then the length will be 2 times 2 plus 6, then equals 4 plus 6, then equals 10 meters. So this will be the dimension, 2 by 10 meters. Question number 14. This is the last question. Complete the table of values, then sketch the graph of each function. Y equals x squared plus 4x minus 5. Given quadratic function, we are going to complete the table and sketch the graph of this. Okay, so given now the values of x, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2. If you have the calculator, so just open the calculator, press mode, then find the table, then type this equation, start from negative 2 and positive 2, then you will get the result of this, the values of y. So it's very easy to solve. But if you don't have calculator, we will substitute negative 2 here. Y equals, if x equals negative 2, so y equals negative 2 squared plus 4 times negative 2 minus 5. So equals 4 plus negative 8 minus 5. Then equals 4 plus negative 8, negative 4 minus 5 equals negative 9. So we have negative 9 here. Then if x equals negative 1, so we will replace also here. So y equals negative 1 squared plus 4 times negative 1 minus 5. So y equals 1 plus negative 4 minus 5. Then y equals 1 plus negative 4, negative 3. Then minus 5 equals negative 8. So we have negative 8 here. If it is 0, 0, 0, so we have minus 5 here. If it is 1, if x equals 1, so we will substitute also y equals 1 squared plus 4 times 1, then minus 5. So equals 1 plus 4 minus 5. So is equals to 5 minus 5. The answer is y equals 0. So equals 0 here. And then if x equals 2, so we will use again this quadratic function, y equals 2 squared, then plus 4 times 2 minus 5. Y equals 4 plus 8 minus 5. Y equals 4 plus 8 equals 12 minus 5. Y equals 7. So the answer now is 7 here. Okay, so we already completed the table of values. Now another question, solve for the find the value of the vertex. So the vertex we have v equals hk. So we will use the formula h equals negative b over 2a. So the value of b is 4, so negative 4. 2 times the value of a is 1. So a equals 1, b equals 4, c equals negative 5. And then negative 4 divided by 2 equals negative 2. And then to find the value of k equals 4ac minus b squared over 4a. Then equals 4 times 1 times negative 5. Then minus 4 squared all over 4 times 1 equals k equals times negative 5 negative 20, then minus 16 equals 4. Then negative 20 minus 16 is negative 36. Then divided by 4 equals negative. Okay, so we have now negative 9. So the vertex will be is equals to negative 2, negative 9. Why we solve for the vertex? Because we need to graph this quadratic equation. So to graph this, we have now draw a Cartesian plane. Then we have the vertex is negative 2, 9. The value of a is 1 positive, so the graph, the parabola opens upward. So opens upward because the value of a is negative. But we will plot the vertex negative 2, negative 9. So negative 2, negative 9. Let's say this is the the x-axis. This is the y, this is the x. 1, 2, so this is negative 2. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is negative 9. So the vertex is somewhere here. So this is negative 2, negative 9, which is the vertex. And then at the same time, the axis of symmetry is here. This is the axis of symmetry. Okay. And then we will plot also. We have 0, negative 5. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 0, negative 5. So this is the y-intercept. And then 1, 0. So here 1, 0, 1, 0 here. And then 2, 7 will be, this is 2, 7. Okay, so 2, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So somewhere here, 2, 7. Okay, so 2, 7. Alright, so if you will connect this is the vertex. Okay, don't use a ruler, just draw a smooth curve here going. Okay, this is the half of the parabola. And then the other half will be negative 1, 8. Negative 1, this is negative 1. Then negative 8 is here. Negative, this is negative 9, so negative 1, 8 is somewhere here. And then negative 2, 9, so this is the vertex. Of course, from here, how many units? From here we have 1, 2, 1, 2, so somewhere here. Then here, how many units? 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, so here. So the graph of the parabola is, okay, it will show like opens upward. Okay, so this is now the graph of y equals x squared plus 4x minus 5. So you complete the table, you have the vertex, and then you have the graph. So this is the graph. Opens upward because y equals 1. Okay guys, that's all for today's review for the second quarterly test in Mathematics 9. Good luck to all of you guys. Shout out sa lahat ng grade 9. Okay, have a nice day to everyone. Bye-bye.